welcome into another edition of the Cavalier Connection podcast. I'm your host, Jack Lowe, joined as always by my dad, Jeff Lowe, and Jay Ballard. With that being said, we got a special guest with us tonight, Sean Currie. Sean, coming from Lawrenceville High School. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Lawrenceville High School, playing dual sport, playing football and lacrosse, just made his commitment to play at the University of Virginia. Sean, happy to have you on. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Just excited to be on this. It's gonna be exciting. So it's gonna be fun.
For sure. Can't wait for you to get to Charlottesville. What was it about Virginia that made you commit, and how did your recruitment with the football staff play out?
So like September 1st hit, and like obviously for the lacrosse side of things, like that whole side of aspect like moves very quickly. So but they called me September 1st, and it's like always growing up, UVA like has been one of those schools. It's just like I've always been appealed to, and it's just like something I've always like wanted to do. And then I set up a visit, and I went there, and then they said the option of playing both was a thing. So I met Coach Tiffany and all that, and then during my visit, I then also went down to the football facility and met all the football coaches there. I met Coach Elliott and all them, and I loved both sides of both sports coaches. They were just all great, and I from there also touring the whole campus and the town. I just fell in love with it, and I knew that's where I wanted to be. So,
for sure. And you mentioned Coach Elliott and Coach Tiffany. What has your relationship been like with those two on the football side and the lacrosse side? And how has that kind of balance been approached so far? You mentioned that it was possible to play two. Just how's that process been?
I mean, they both are very understanding that they will both lose me to each other's sports. You know, like during the spring, I'll be doing lacrosse, and during the fall, I'll be doing football. And they're both very understanding of it, which is very nice. And them two have very good connection from what I've seen, and like relationship and all that. And it's but like they just said that they're very accepting, and they're not going to like while I'm in season, they're going to understand like, okay, fall is football, and you go do football, and then when spring rolls around, I'll be doing lacrosse. So.
That's awesome. So now that you're committed, I think you're the first commit for this class. Do you see yourself turning into like a lead recruiter for the school? And do you have your eyes on kind of any guys? You kind of talking to anybody to join you?
As of right now, not right now for the football side, but Coach Greco, the defense coordinator for lacrosse, he's told me to reach out to a couple guys to pull them into UVA, tell them what I loved about it. So I've been doing that. But the football side of things is still very early in the process of it all. So, but I definitely see myself trying to pull some dudes into UVA and show them how great of a place it is. So,
yeah, I mean, I think you were rated a 4-star, if I saw that correctly. Yeah. On the football side, what do you see as your biggest strengths in your game right now, and what do you think will translate fairly quickly to the college level?
For me, I think just like something that I've been used to with lacrosse is I always keep my feet going off of contact. Like I make contact and I still keep pushing forward. And then also just like my ability to catch. I mean, growing up from a young age, like I always was in the front yard with my dad, just having catch. Like between half times of football games, we'd go out in the front yard, have catches. So I think that will definitely translate as well. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So on the flip side of that, you're still very young. You got a lot of development left to go. Where do you see yourself improving the most before you step on grounds?
So last season was my first year of football because I came to Lawrenceville as a sophomore, and it was my first year of football playing. And so definitely like something I want to improve on that has been like a learning curve in a way is like run blocking. I feel like that's but I think also lacrosse is definitely helping me with that, being able to like break down before I get to dudes, make contact, and keep my feet going after I make that block. So that's something I want to improve on.
Yeah, so football and lacrosse, do you expect to get on the field early, or are you open to redshirting a year to develop?
I mean, I'm open to both. I mean, it'd be great to play like early as a freshman. That's everyone's dreams, but I mean, not everyone can do that. If I could do that, I would love that. But I'm very open to the possibility of just redshirting, getting development. I mean, the more time you could spend like developing, the better, because obviously everyone's dream playing college football is to go to the NFL. And if redshirting is going to help me in that process of getting to the NFL, then I'm very willing to do that. So.
Is there a sport you like better for football?
I mean, I've been playing lacrosse since I was 2 years old, and then I started playing football last year. But once I started playing football and like I fell in love with that, and also lacrosse, I've loved my entire life. So I think I love them both equally. It's just and it's just like that's another reason I want to play both. I couldn't imagine myself at the next level not playing one or the other. You know what I mean? So yeah.
You might be one of those crazy stories you see in the NFL. Somebody who didn't start playing football till so late in their career and then turn into an NFL career. That'd be quite awesome.
Yeah, that'd be the dream. So
that's right.
Let me ask you real quick. Are you familiar with Patrick Kearney? Does that name mean anything to you?
No.
Okay, so he was a star lacrosse player at Virginia, and then went to the football team, kind of, I think, more of like an afterthought, and went on to have, I think he was either a first or second round pick in the NFL draft for the Falcons, and went on to have a big career. So I'll give you some homework. You can look him up, but he'd probably be a good resource and super nice guy. I've heard him on other podcasts. And I'm sure he'd be willing to talk to you about, the challenges and things like that of playing both sports.
Yeah, definitely. If you could give me his name afterwards, I would love to
get
in contact with him, see how he balanced all that stuff. So
yeah.
So what were your impressions of the facilities at Virginia when you visited, and how did they stack up against maybe other places that you went to?
I mean, as probably all of you know, UVA has a new football facility. It's like a year old. I walked in, it was beautiful. I mean, had big UVA and all in lights and all that. And then the main door and right to the right, you could see the weight room. And something I loved about something that a lot of facilities don't have is like they have a lot of natural light within the building. So it's not like obviously there's going to be long days in that building, but I mean, like having natural light will also help not feel like as just like you're stuck inside the whole day. It'll make you feel like you're more outside. And then the lacrosse, they told me how they're making. I saw the new locker room on Instagram and everything, but they couldn't get me into the locker room in person because it was like 2 weeks away from opening or something like that. But like from what I saw on the YouTube, the Instagram videos, it looked like amazing. It looked like high end, like one of the best out there. So I'm excited to see that. So.
Yeah. So, what about academically? Have you thought about what you want to study yet?
I mean, like my whole life I've played sports. Like that's so I definitely want to try to stay something in there doing sports, like either like communications, because I just love talking about sports, or just like the statistic side of things, like numbers. I'll do I would love to do the number sides of that, and then or just like go business if I'm not liking to see how communications is going, keep myself open, and then narrow myself down as I move along in college. So
for sure. So we're going to go with a bit of a lightning round. We're all going to tag team some questions, some icebreaker type questions. So I'm going to start. What is your go-to hype song before a game?
Hype song? Probably Me Versus Me. I don't know who it's by, but Me Versus Me.
All right, I gotta look that one up. I'm old.
Same here.
Pre-game meal. What's your favorite pre-game meal?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I love like at nights when I was living at home, I would love spaghetti. Just get myself some carbs, and some meatballs as well. But so that's probably my go-to meal. Or chicken and rice too. You can't go wrong with that. So
oh yeah, that's a staple. So your favorite, or do you have like a game day superstition or routine that you always stick to?
I don't have like a superstition, but I am very superstitious. Like I'm always knocking on wood when I say things. Like I'm very like scared about that type of stuff. So, but I don't have any like specific things I do every game. I do like the same like thing like day of the game, like how I go to trainers, what I do in the trainers, I stretch, I like roll out, I do all that stuff. So, but I want to say that's like superstition in a way. So,
is there an NFL tight end that you look up to the most, or model your game after?
Growing up, I loved watching George Kittle. I mean, he could do it all. He could pass block, he could run block, he can go out there and catch balls. He's great after the catch. Probably the best in the league in my opinion. And then and I just love his story. Like something that like I heard is like his mom gives him like a written letter before every game, which I think is really cool. So that's something someone I definitely like and like try to model my game off of. So
he's a good one for sure.
yeah,
I need him to get healthy. He's on my fantasy team.
yeah, I know. He had a touchdown, but then got hurt.
Yeah.
Jay, nobody's worried about your fantasy team.
Are you guys all in the same league?
We are. So once you get on grounds, first thing you want to do or place you want to check out?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Probably my room. I mean, like I want to see my bed. I want to get comfy in there. You know what I mean? Because bed,
Sure.
And then probably food too. I love my food. You can't go wrong.
The
with
corner.
Food.
Go check out the corner. They got anything you want. I think it's the most popular place on campus.
Yeah, I've been told by a couple people, even people like at my school. One of my coaches, he told me to go check that out because his mom and dad went to UVA, and he said he went there.
Okay.
He loved the food. So
yeah,
nice. We talked about your favorite pregame meal. How about you have a go-to restaurant? If you could pick any restaurant as a go-to.
Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, Sunday you can't go wrong. There's a million TVs. You're not missing anything. And then I love their nachos. Their nachos are just like top tier in my opinion. So I love those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you involved a few months ago when it was bottomless wings?
I was. I went. So like Lawrenceville, you live on campus, but like we have a house with like 40 dudes. But my friend group of like 10 guys, we all went to Buffalo Wild Wings and did it on like a Wednesday, and we felt awful after. Like we all wanted to puke, like, and then we ended up walking to like a store to go buy some like other drinks and stuff like that, and it was just like walking, we were like cramping up, and it was brutal.
That Buffalo Wild Wings after y'all left might have did away with that promotion.
Yeah, exactly. We put that Buffalo Wild Wings at bankrupt.
That's awesome. That's awesome for sure. I know you've played lacrosse all your life. You picked up football later. If you weren't playing either of those two sports, is there any other sports that you maybe played growing up, or another sport that you really enjoy?
Probably basketball. I played basketball all my life as well, and then coming to Lawrenceville, I had to quit because Lawrenceville lacrosse, we do 6 days a week during the winter and spring. So then I had to drop basketball for that. So, but I played at my old high school. I played at my middle school. So definitely, like I loved basketball. So definitely that. So.
And you mentioned George Kittle being somebody you modeled your game after. Do you have a favorite NFL team?
I'm a Bears fan.
Bears.
Don't know how. I mean, because I'm from New Jersey, so it doesn't really make sense. I mean, I got pretty unlucky with my pick. So, I mean, yeah, I'm a Bears fan. Well,
we appreciated what the Bears did to Dallas last week. We're Commander fans.
I was home. I was actually home, and because we were having my brother's like graduation party because he came home from Seattle, and one of my best friend's dad is a Cowboys fan. So I was letting him hear it all day. I was not letting him live that one down.
That's right.
Do you consider yourself, when on the lacrosse field or the football field, to be a trash talk? Now, I know it's different when you're watching NFL. Yeah. When you're on the field, are you a trash talk? Are you getting in? If you're at the line of scrimmage, are you getting in the defensive lineman's ear? Is that your kind of style? Or are you just kind of quiet?
Nah, I just play ball. I just focus on playing ball. I don't do much talking. I mean, I'll let my game do the talking. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Let the game do the talking. That's awesome. Are you very so did you grow up watching Virginia? Have you ever been a Virginia fan, or is this kind of new to you? You really like the school to go play there?
So growing up, I watched them a lot with lacrosse wise. Okay. My mom, like Coach Tiffany's probably like one of her favorite coaches in the lacrosse like world. And like he's just a great dude, how he just connects with the team. Like he treats them like he knows how to coach them when they're on the field, but then off the field is like a father and just like a good guy. It's like someone to go talk to. And then UVA football, I've seen here and there. I mean, I obviously I didn't get much into college football until like probably late middle school because I was always more of like an NFL guy. But then like obviously like ACC you'll see them playing some big games, and they're sometimes they're pull away with some big games, which is exciting. Hoping they do it this week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow that would be exciting. Crazy game. I'm excited. This cool jerseys too. I was shown. So that will be exciting. So
for sure.
How excited are you to be coached by Connor Schellenberger?
I think it's going to be an awesome experience. I mean, he knows a lot about the sport, so I think he will definitely teach me some new things that I had no idea I was doing wrong, and so it'll be fun.
So really quick before we get you out of here, so you mentioned tomorrow night's game. So are you pretty familiar with what's been going on with that team, at least a little bit, with how they've been playing the football team?
I've been getting graphics of they have 8 dudes over 100 yards or something, and they're third or second in the SEC with total yardage. They're killing it, and I that's another thing that's I just love they showed me how they use their tight ends, and I loved how they use their tight ends. They strike a very good balance of putting them out there, getting them mismatches with either safeties or corners, and then also using them in the run game as well. So that's another thing.
So the Virginia football team's 3-1, obviously a game tomorrow night. They play a 12-game schedule. If you had to give us a prediction for their final record, what do you got?
11-1.
I love it.
Love it.
There you go.
Absolutely. We're gonna end on that note. Sean, do you have any message to send to Wahoo Nation?
I'm excited to get on campus. I'm excited to see just what I can do for UVA and all that. It's gonna be a great, hopefully 3-4 years. So.
For sure.
Awesome.
We appreciate you coming in, Sean, and best of luck on the rest of your high school career. We can't wait to see you on grounds at UVA, and best of luck. Appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate it. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Once again, big thanks to Sean for joining us tonight. Great to listen to, and it's cool to see that we don't see dual sports athletes very often in the college side. I think the last one I can remember is Jay Woolfolk playing baseball and being a backup quarterback at UVA, and he was going to get a starting job eventually if he stayed. But really good to hear from him. Really fun interview. Jay, you had any thoughts?
Yeah, I just loved his personality. I think he'll fit right into the culture that Coach Elliott's building, and Coach Tiffany and the lacrosse program. I think he's like a prize recruit for those guys too. So we'll see how, we've had some guys that can do both. We probably should have asked him because Virginia got a tight end from the Ivy League that played lacrosse, and he's not getting time on the field right now. But I know that there's some connections there probably. But playing 2 sports is tough, man. You're talking about a UVA education and knocking out 2 sports. We know Jay Woolfolk, like you mentioned, he talked about how difficult that was to do, but he's already such a mature kid. He's not, he's living away from home as a junior in high school. And
hitting
so
up the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, just the maturity level. Not a trash talker. I loved that. So yeah, I think he's gonna be a great fit.
Dad?
Yeah, no, and the other thing that we were just talking about off the air is to only just started playing football, the potential that's out there and already be like we said, a 4-star recruit. He could do something special. He could really be something special. And, he's just getting started, and he's a fun guy to talk to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I loved hearing about him and his entire house going to hit up the Buffalo Wild Wings. I know that Buffalo Wild Wings isn't doing very well financially right now. After that happens,
he was speaking Jack's language right there.
Oh, he was speaking my language.
Yeah. Jay and I could have sat back and just let y'all talk about some Buffalo Wild Wings because Jack would be trying to hit those B-dubs up. Oh, and the one over here was constantly. They just had to do away from the promotion
right now.
They'd be shut down.
I had
Jack ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, that's right. With that being said, that's going to wrap us up tonight. Be sure to go check out the website, thecavalierconnection.com. You can find all our articles there. A preview for Louisville coming up this week. The Who's travel to play Louisville, and recaps and all sorts of stuff on thecavalierconnection.com. As well as go follow the X at Talk UVA Sports and the YouTube and everything at the Cavalier Connection. That's going to wrap us up tonight. Go Who's!
Go Who's!